Thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. My name is Patricia. Please press like and subscribe. And also share this video with someone that you feel needs it. Today we're going to talk about gemstones. Well, we're actually talking about Karmer cures, but gemstones is one of the Karmer cures. Now, I've explained this before, how you come into this life and you have karma. Karmas is things that you have done wrong and you need to learn lessons from them. So what the karma does when you've done wrong, it creates imbalancement in your energy field. When you have learned from the karma, that part of your energy field is cleared out or brought back into balance. You cannot leave off the wheel of reincarnation until your karmas are 51% consumed. Now, as I said before, you could do like the violet flames. It's something like a mantra, I guess. You could say that 15 minutes a day and see the violet flames just burning your karmas. That's one cure, which I've already given you that along with the mantra that you say. Now, what I haven't told you about is these cures. There's a book that came out, a long time ago, maybe in the 30s. It was called Autobiography of a Yogin. In there, he explains that different metals and gemstones, after they had been discovering them and researching them, they found out that they worked as a shield for your karma. When you're wearing them, they work as a protective shield for your karma. Like, for example, something had happened in this one guy's life, or lightning or something had came towards him. But anyway, it struck him, but nothing happened to him. But he didn't, I'm sorry, lightning didn't strike him. He was at work, and he was on a very dangerous job. And so his wife had what you call the astrology bangle, and she let him wear hers. So when he went to work, one of the sharp instruments that he was working with almost hit him. I guess it just came inches away from him. When he looked down at his bangle, the bangles had turned black. No harm had came to him. And he stated that the karma that was meant for him really went in the banglet. In the Autobiography of a Yogis, they explain that these banglets act as like a lightning rod would your house. If the lightning rod was in your house and lightning struck, the rod would get hit and take the bump of it, and your house would be protected. That's the same way these astrology banglets work, or gems, or pure silver. That's the way they work, okay? So now, one of the things is an astrology banglet, where they're made of 3 different type of metals, and is so much precisely an exact amount have to be used per metal. I think you have to use 22 karat gold, 24 karat gold, and then it's so many ounces of gold you have to use. They price it, the banglet, based upon what is the going rate for gold at the time. And then the other 2 metals, you're using too. I think it's copper and steel, but I'm not really sure what the other two metals are. So back in, oh my God, a long time ago, back in maybe the 80s, I had called about this Bangle to the guy who was making them. He lived in California, and it was, like I said, they go by the price of gold. At that time, gold was cheap. So the whole Bangle would have cost me $1,200. And then I forgot about it. And I didn't get it, forgot about it, said I was going to get it. Coming to 2000 and when gold had went up. I called again and it was, well actually no, I called in last year I called, 2021, and it was 3,000 for the Bangle because gold has gone up. And then I called this year, like about a couple of weeks ago, and it was 3,300. So you have to call them to find out how much the gold is. When you pay for it, you pay for it after you call to find out how much it is, and then you pay for it. Then they have to make it, and it takes, I think, 3 or 4 weeks for them to make it and send it out to you. That's the Bangle. They call it astrology Bangle. So now the gemstones, you can wear these gemstones, and the gemstones have to be at least 2 carats of pure, flawless. It has to be not pure. It has to be flawless. The stone has to be flawless to the naked eye. Now there's some inclusions. If you magnify it, and there's some inclusions, I guess that's okay. But it can't be any to the naked eye. There's 9 different gemstones that represent 9 different planets that you would get. So if you're going to wear like all 9 of the rings, you know what I mean, you would have to get you'd have to wear them on each finger, but the finger have to be coordinated with whatever the gemstones. Like for instance, I think the blue sapphire goes on the index finger because that finger is Saturn. So that's the finger that you would put it on. So now they're very expensive because if you can find, like for instance, I was pricing some rubies, and the rubies were like starting at 2.0. The 2 carats, the ruby was starting off at 18,000 and up. That was the lowest, 18,000. So this can become very, very costly if you want to deal with the gemstones. Okay, so the gemstones so the 9 stones that you would use for this, I'm just saying if you want to use that as a cure, so the 9 gemstones that you would use would be as follows. Blue sapphire for Saturn. Jupiter would be yellow sapphire. Mercury would be emerald. The sun would be ruby. Venus would be diamond. The moon would be pearl. Mars would be red coil. And then you have this other one called Hennessnite, Hessonice, and the last stone would be cat's eye. And again, you would coordinate it to what finger it went on, and they have to be at least 2 carats, flawless to the naked eye. Then there's another one. There's a pendant that you can get, and the pendant has so much silver in it, and they make it. This company makes it in India, and then you'll get it 2 to 4 weeks later. And there's 2 kinds of this pendant. They cost, the first one is just regular. I guess it has no extra powers or abilities. It's just regular. They just say it's a regular one, and that's $250. And then the other one is supposed to be more powerful, and that's $350. Now, it's made from 22, let me see, it's made from, it says it's 99.9% of silver, pure silver. So those are the three things. I could put it in the description as well, put the address to where you could call to get all this from if you want to read up on it. But it's pure silver. So different type of metals do different type of things for your body to help you through life in this world. Like, for instance, I think Karmer does a lot of healing or helps the body to heal when you wear that. One testimony was a lady bought a Karmer and a silver banglet, and she had been having severe headaches or something, and she put that on, and her headaches went away like right away. When she wore it for a couple of days, it was still gone, but when she took it off in a few days just to test it, her headaches came back. So, and then that was also some testimony about the three banglets, the gold, silver, and copper, I think it is. It was also some testimony on that one saying that people were having different health issues, and when they wore it, the health issues disappeared, and when they put it back on, when they took it off, the health issues came back. And then it came back. And so there's a lot of testimony like that. And there's also a lot of testimony where things happen to them in their life, and then it would turn really black. All of a sudden they would just look at it, and all of a sudden it was black. And so they knew that whatever it was had happened, the banglet actually had picked it up, and not the person got the bunk of it. So it works as like a shield against your karmas. Because anytime you have any problems in relationships or any huge issue, health issues, or anything that come up that's causing drama or confusion in your life, it's always karma related. I'm going to tell you, it's always karma related, okay? So I'll put this in the description explaining where you can get this from. Now, I'm going to put the name of everything, but you yourself can Google and then find out if you want to go someplace different. But I'm going to give you the gem shop that I know that, well, I don't know because I don't work there, but I have very strong feelings that all of their stones are flawless to the eye. I really don't know. I just really trust this company. So it's in the United States, and I will give you that one. And then I will give you another website where you can get this pure silver, and then another website where you could get the banglets made. The three. They also sell the three banglets, but they also sell two banglets too, like for copper and silver, or two silvers and copper. You would have to read up on that particular metal and see what it does to your body. Like, what does copper do to your body? But I know copper is for healing. So, but the two banglets with the two metals, those are not karma related. Those are just banglets that can bring about healing in your physical body. If you're having some type of health issues or, a specific issue, you can just use the two banglets. The banglets with the three metals in them are the Karmer protective, shield. So everything is the Karmer protective shield that I'm giving you, except for the ones with the two in there. And you can just look on the website and get those prices. They're not that expensive. They might be like $100 and something. Some of them might be $200, depending upon how many metals you get in it. But again, the one with the gold in it, that's specifically for Karmer. That one is going to be whatever the price of gold is. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Patricia Show. Have a great week.